Sairam, my name is Sachi.
Sairam, my name is Lakshman. I'm 26 this year.
Sairam, my name is Lishan, and actually, I've been with the Sai Center for 28 years since birth. What I can remember is all the Annes and Akkas, all the dramas that we've done.
My earliest memory of center, I heard of Malawi Center, but I don't really know anything about that center. My first memory of center was in our current center.
So, what I can remember for the beginnings of Bandaklang was the whole uniqueness of being a center with a house, which was in Taman Malawis.
Well, to my information, earlier our center was in Melawis. After that, I've been here only from 2014 till now. So I know about the new center only, nothing much about the old center.
The story of a vast, majestic forest always begins with a single seed, a single tree. This is the story of that seed. This is the story of how it all started.
Sairam dear viewers, I'm Anjula from Satya Sai Baba Center of Bandar Klang. Today we have a special guest with us who has been pretty long with the center, probably since I was 9 years old. This person has been with the center for many different reasons. And do you want to meet this person? Now let's see who we have with us today. Sister Ambiga, can you introduce yourself and let all of us know more about yourself and the center?
Saira, I am Ambika Devi. I'm from Jalan Melawit and I've been with the center for the past 29 years.
Hi, I'm Murthy. I'm already 53 years old now, and I've been in the center since I was 24 years old. So it is almost 29 years. 29 years I've been in the center.
I'm Sudha. I'm 62, going to be 62. I'm with the center for, when it started is 1992. From there onwards I'm there. Not as a member first, but every week without fail I attend the bhajans and activities and all that. So from there I'm here. So that means 29 years.
Hi, my name is Prem. I've been with the center. I came to the center on and off. I used to come to center, not center actually, a bhajan unit. That when she was used to come there, and I actually joined Bandaklang in 1994 when it became a center.
You can call me as Sugula, so Sugumaran actually. So you can call me as Sugu, and of course Pushpa is
35 years?
yeah, around 30, 33.
So I was in search. Same after that in 1988 we got married. He was also in search, of a particular. So we used to go to temples and all. So that's how we met Brother Nathan in Murugan temple, and he said we are going to start Hinduism classes and all that. Oh, we were so excited, elated. Yeah, and Brother Guna was just absolutely fantastic.
1992, April. Before that, Brother Guna was telling that he's going to open up a bhajan unit in Melawis. Initially, I was not a Baba devotee. I was a temple goer. So I did not go for the opening on the 20th of April 1992. Then suddenly, in June, I went for a walk and then I came back and told my mother, Amma, I think I want to go to the center and see what is happening there. So in June I went. I put my foot there, first foot in the Malawi center. And I don't know I couldn't just leave the center after that.
92 Prema wouldn't know much.
92 I don't know much because I came only in 94.
Okay.
But as I joined it, and all the people there are all youths, you know. In fact, when I will talk more on the committee side because I was more involved in committee side. So I mean the committee members and all were all youths.
Young.
The youngest was Brother Murthy. He's I think 19 or 20 I think. And he was a service coordinator. Youngest, and we all of us don't have any experience of running centers or whatever, nothing. All like zero. Except maybe Brother Guna, who is the one who started the budget unit and the center, and also Brother Nathan. Maybe these two people they might know, but all of us are very young, very fresh, very active. Just go out, do anything, whatever they can do, they will do.
So actually the founding members was Brother Guna, Brother Nathan, Brother Vijay, Brother Mahindran and Brother Rama. They were that's why they were called as 5 Pandavas.
And we did activities, and we had a lot of talks. Brother Guna used to give a lot of talks, satsang talks, Hinduism talks, and many things that attracted a lot of people from all over, other side from Malawi and all that coming out. And we have a very good crowd.
We were merging with the Bangsa Center sometimes to go to what they call this Kolagubu Baru and Sungai and all this. So we will actually we will be gathering our what they call our center people who volunteer to go there.
One event which I can remember today is Deepavali Joy that I can never forget. When it comes to Deepavali, we all will go to Keri Island and we'll all collect the old clothes, but good clothes, and we'll take there and food and all that. We will distribute to the children there. We have games and we have lot of fun.
What was very interesting to me was the activities in the center where we all jointly do, and that was fun. And then the group of the clique, the group of people in the center, all were working together without looking at this is youth wing, this is service wing, it was not like that. Everybody worked together. So that what I would say the bond like a family, you know. I have seen that there.
Center Council found out that we got very good
support by the
from the
devotees.
devotees and all that.
Yeah.
And Brother Guna, you know, wherever he go, he attracts people with his talk. So a lot of people are coming. Weekly bhajan is going on very good. So I think that's why maybe the Center Council agreed to make it our center bhajan unit to be a center.
In fact, we were quite fast from bhajan unit to be a center. I think around 2 years time we got it, the status. And we all were very happy, but that's where the work started. And we've been always looked by the Bangsa, and we've been given a lot of work. That's where our wings opened up.
Okay, one of the main reasons for a bhajan unit is you can't park your account under your center name. You can have only one coordinator. You don't have a committee. The committee is only for working. As long as the ROS, Register of Society, is concerned, you are nobody. Unit is nobody because our account is parked in the Bangsa. Whatever donation money we receive, we have to send it to that account. And when we need to do any activity, we have to ask from them. They have to release the money. Although it's our money, but it's parked under them. So when we got the center status, to become a center, you need to have 9 members. 9 wing coordinators, 5 plus additional 4.
I have a memory, a photo in my brain cells. I probably need to find a hard copy of the photo of Uncle yourself and myself acting on the stage in the Murugan temple, where you acted as a dwarf and I was a witch. That photograph still strikes a memory. How was it possible at that age, of course there was no electronics and all at that time for us to do any kind of tricks and for the audience, but we managed to get a screen and you were there using your hands becoming the legs, and it was like the Apurva Sagodharargal, the Kamal in action.
The person who was behind that, all these things were, I shouldn't forget, this idea was given by Uncle Sundaram. Uncle Sundaram was the person who gave this idea. Of course, you can see the dwarf, only my face was there. It's somebody's hand, it's somebody's leg. All that were behind the screen. But when you see the picture, the image will look like a dwarf.
I have one memory that one dance photograph where Andi Balasingham, Andi Ishan, Andi Devi Nayak. We are missing all these people nowadays. Andi Siva, myself, and a few of us did it. Andi Siva, Kolatam. That photograph, I don't know now we have or not with us.
It's all in the center. I think there is one more picture which I have taken. It's all the guys now. It's Brother Rajan, Brother Ravin, myself, and I don't know who. And what they did is that we acted in a scene. We acted like all ladies.
I know that. This is for Mother's Day.
Mother's Day, we acted. We wear sari. Even the guys, they shaved out the moustache. just to act like a lady, they shaved out moustache.
But Krishna didn't shave, so he was Ravin didn't shave, so he was covering like
covered
this.
like that,
So Premanol shaved the moustache.
We shaved, myself, Raju, all shaved our moustache, and then we kept it so nice, lah.
In the old center, Malawi center, for the spiritual one, we used to have Navaratri. So what happened was that one of my friends gave me all the statues. And she said, because she was having kolu, now she doesn't want to have the kolu, so she gave it to me. And I thought, okay, why not we have it? And I talked to Sister Pavala, who was then ladies coordinator, and Brother Nathan and all that. And they agreed, okay, if you ladies can do it. So few of us, Sister Pavala, myself, Sister Dolly, and Brother Supaya. He's the one who did the steps for us, the kolu step, And Sister Dolly also used to come, and what we do the first time we want to have the kolu, we call Sister Nalini, who's a Brahmin lady, and Sister Vijay, how to do the kumbam and all that. So we had a very grand celebration there among the ladies. We put the Navadhaniyam and all that, and we will have the kolu, and we will sing the songs, bhajans, and we chant the Namavalis and all. Ever since the Navaratri started in the center, I stopped going to temples because 9 days we will be having prayers and all that. So I said I might as well go to the center and make myself more happy there, and I'm participating in it.
Okay, the picture that you showed me just now, that picture is where when we started the center in 1992. It was the first Christmas in 1993 we observed in the center. So the committee said we have to do some decoration in the center. It was an old center in Malawi. So we don't have enough space to do. There's no special place to do it. So with that small place, me and Brother Vijay and a few others managed to do like a hut, using the polystyrene, and then we also got a small tree, Christmas tree, and then we did some other decoration which was not in the picture. But since we both were the one who sat and did the decoration, so we took a picture of that. Okay, we did have space constraint when we were in Uncle Balesingham's house, because it is a home where they're living in, and we can't have activities that often. We can tell them, okay, we need to use this for classes, we need to do meeting and all that. So we had this space constraint and privacy. We can't have a committee meeting in their house when they are there and they are not in the committee. So we had budget practices and all that. We had some difficulty because we have to every time tell them we are coming at this hour. They have to get the house ready for us. They can't even watch the TV and all that. So we were thinking to move.
The reason why we moved from Malawis to the new center, the present center, is because auntie and uncle, they are also getting old. So every activity is done there. Practices are done there. So they have no rest, they have to wait for us to go and all that. If we have our own center, they are already old and we don't have to depend on anyone, or we're not stopping them from sleeping or what. So that's for me, I feel that if we have our own center is better. Auntie and uncle, they are very generous to let us stay in their home for 11 years, from 1992 to 2003. We are there with auntie. Only 2003 we have shifted to Sungai Jati, isn't it? So we should be very grateful. If they didn't give us their home, we wouldn't have a center, Bandar Klang Center.
The underlying fact again I will say is love and unity. This is what keep the center growing. So if you don't have love, you don't even welcome people coming to the center. You will see them only once. After that, you don't see them. So when somebody new comes to center, you have to welcome them with full loving. This was done in early days by Uncle and Auntie Sundar. Anybody new come, they go and hug them, they welcome them. So they feel it's like a family to stay with.
And also we used to have free tuitions that used to run every night. And we had good number of children who used to come and a lot of dedicated gurus. And also our center has still continuing with yoga classes, and we have number of people that every year it's growing. Besides the other normal activities that we have at the center, the community center beside our number 7, number 9, we also have a medical clinic, and this is definitely thanks to Dr. Murali, our late Dr. Murali, the brainer behind having who would ever think to have a small portion in a shop lot, a small clinic with all specialist doctors to benefit the community around.
So when these kind of things you all are organizing, this kind of gatherings bring the potential out and you become a better person. That's what we are looking for. Look at all these gems. How did you come out? Because someone was there to push you. But remember always, Swami is giving you an opportunity. Is whether you are using it or not, whether you are taking it or not.
The value, I would still say the value is love. You have to imbibe that through our teachings and all. Swami has spoken a lot about love, not for any reason. So love. But the youngsters nowadays think whatever they have done is they did it. They always think I did it. But they didn't know who is the force behind is their parents, and the force behind their parents is Swami or whoever the spiritual person who they believed in. That force, the Brahman, is the main force to run. The youngsters, they don't look. When I was young, I never thought about that. Why Swami kept me in the center with activities. At certain age only, I realized I'm stick to this center, although all those people who work with me are no more with me. But I am in the center. As I said, the first group, the clique that I had, nobody is around. You're sure, Philly. They are not there. But I am stuck in the center. Why? Swami has prepared me through all that. And Swami sometimes puts certain people to work only for some hours, some years. Swami knows these people may not sustain, but Swami needs them, their help at that moment. They will leave the center with their family. They won't even come to the center. We don't even see them, but they are around. They are around. We see them in Pasar Malam, we see them in shopping, we do see them. But they won't come to the center. But at that time, why they are active? It's Swami's work. He needs all these people to set the foundation, and the rest of the people will continue to take over.
To sprout out.
To sprout out and continue the activity.
We must have the love. First and foremost, the love and understanding. Understanding, that means we must understand another person's feeling. And we have to be give and take attitude. Then we will definitely grow bigger and bigger than the alamara.